Celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting, 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente. It's Wednesday, February 14th, 2018. And here are some of today's happy Valentine's Day trends. Well, not so happy over there in Asia, where Nikkei's down a little bit. How come? Well, the last quarter GDP came in at only 0.5%, and they expected a much higher GDP increase, despite all of that Abenomics and central banks' cheap money going into the economy. So that brought the Nikkei down a little bit. But everything else is up. Everything. Gold, Bitcoin, oil, and the markets. Here in the United States, everybody was waiting for those CPI numbers to come out, those Consumer Price Index numbers. And they came in higher than expected. That's right. And when that hit the markets in the morning, pre-market opening, that thing was down, man, 300 points. But now, we're starting a little early today. The markets haven't closed yet in the States. Now they're up well over 250 points. So what happened? Well, they figured, well, maybe the Fed won't raise interest rates. Yeah, gee, hey, isn't that what we've been saying? They don't want to slow down this Ponzi scheme from going on, and you can see it's not working in Japan, despite the trillions of dollars, or yen, I should say, that they've pumped into the market with negative interest rates. So, gold, boom, bam, bop, up 26 bucks. Oil prices, well, they're moving up a little bit too, because they're saying that supply is not that bad and demand is picking up. So every day the story's changing. And it's going up also because the markets are going up. So Dow surges over 200 points, headed for 4-day winning streak. And concerns of rising inflation have recently sent jitters down Wall Street. Last week, all 3 major U.S. indices finished a 5-day period more than 5% down, with the Dow delivering its worst performance since January 2016. But the economy's not doing that bad. Corporate earnings are up. And now with Trump's stimulus plans, hey, maybe the economy won't be doing too bad. Hey, but wait a minute. Look at those retail numbers that just came out. Yeah. Hey, remember what I said yesterday? They showed that household debt in America is up over $13 trillion, and wages stink. Well, U.S. retail sales unexpectedly dropped 0.3% in January. They were estimating a 0.2% uptick. And revised data shows retail sales in December were unchanged compared to the previously reported 0.4% increase. So why are gold prices going up? Because they're not afraid of the Fed dramatically raising interest rates. You can see it in the numbers, but hey, who wants to look at the numbers? Because, here we go. Goldman moves to reboot trading unit as animal spirits return to Wall Street. Animal spirits, isn't that nice? Don't you just love an animal low-life bankster spirit? Yeah, that makes a lot of dough, screws everybody else. They get richer as everyone else, by the numbers, gets poorer. And what else do we have here? Again, the fear that interest rates go up, emerging problem, debt dangers on the rise. Should investors worry about debt in emerging market? Last week's turbulence in markets and rise in U.S. interest rates that lies behind it suggest they should. And you look at the numbers here, they're really high. According to the Institute of International Finance, debt in the emerging markets quintupled from 12 trillion in March 2005 to 60 trillion in September of last year. In relation to gross domestic product, debt rose from 16% to 21.7%. Emerging markets are more indebted today than at any point since the 2008-2009 financial crisis. So remember, if the dollar gets stronger, all that debt that they took out, a lot of it came out in dollars, they got to pay it back with their declining currencies. So that's why you're seeing this volatility in the market. And that's why you want to click on and read your Trends Monthly. That's right, history before it happens. Just look at these stories. These are just some of them. Trump rally peak, correction or market crash. Watch gold. Special alert, this will crash the market. Here's another one. Want to make money? Follow the money. Follow China. Cash in on cashless stores, not driverless vehicles. Despite crackdown fears, the pot profit train rolls on worldwide. And more about cryptocurrency crash, or is it just a correction? Blockbuster profits coming from blockchain technology. One after another. Blinded from seeing the future? World addicted to identity news. Once a hot investment, apps falling victim to Economics 101, and much, much more. Hey, talk about identity news? Not here in Trend in the News. No, we don't take a side on anything. It's history before it happens. So, as the markets keep going up, want to keep that money cheap? Liberty and Vodafone set deals ball rolling. Full-blown 90 billion pound tie-up is in the making. Keep that cheap dough going. Hey, and talking about cheap dough, how about that Trump, huh? Gave a grand total of $20 billion for this year and next year, the year after, 10 years, $200 billion. Time to rebuild the infrastructure. You lying piece of garbage. You're just like the one before you and the one before that. Obama, Bush, Clinton. You lie your way into office. Hey, it's not only that I don't believe you. Wall Street cool on Trump's infrastructure plan. Yeah, they don't believe it either. But you know what? Trump's giving it to us just like he gave us those tax breaks. That he really didn't. When you look at the Tax Policy Center and other nonpartisan groups show you that all the dough's going to the 1 and 0.1%, and we just get little crumbs. He's screwing us with the infrastructure. Trump reportedly endorses a 25-cent hike in gas tax. Yeah, do you think they give a good damn about paying 25 cents more for gas? Hey, but we do. Now, guess what? 25 cents on top of the tax that's already there? It's wonderful. It'll put gasoline tax at 43.4 cents and diesel tax at 50 cents a gallon. But you don't mind. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. And moving on to some international news. With more sick people running the show in a country near you, Britain to test China by sailing ships into disputed seas. That's right. Stick it to them. Yeah, you British, you can't get over the fact that the sun does set on the British Empire and you're all a bunch of losers like everybody else. So get off your trip because China could wipe you out like that. Oh, they're going to send Cameron, pull him back out there and lead the charge? Maybe Theresa May. Oh, if only a woman was in charge, they wouldn't speak. Oh, hey, wait a minute. She is the prime minister. Another lowlife comes in all races, creeds, and colors, and genders, folks. Russia at work on U.S. midterms. Spy chiefs warn. Oh, yeah, we don't have any proof that they did it before, but they're going to do it now. Yeah, we'll make up any crap. Hey, midterms, what jerks are you going to vote for? What elections are they going to overturn? Oh, you may get Pelosi back, or maybe Feinstein. Oh, I know, little Paulie Ryan. What elections? What is there to hack? Because that's all they are, a bunch of hacks that you're voting for. War-weary Iraq asked its allies for $88 billion. They pledged $4 billion to rebuild their destroyed nation. Defeat of ISIS cost Iraq billions in damage. The United States campaign that defeated Islamic State militants in Iraq has resulted in $45.7 billion in damage. That's just this year. Excuse me, last year and this year. Who cares? Destroy nations. Dozens of Russians may have perished in Syrian battle. You read the story by the toilet paper record, it doesn't get down to the point where most of the fatalities were attributed to an American airstrike. Could you imagine if a Russian airstrike killed dozens of Russians, and they're putting the number now at almost 100? Could you imagine if it was the other way around? Hey, yeah, but they may hack our elections. Yeah, but we could bomb the hell out of them. That's okay, because we're the exceptionals. Exceptionally sick people running the country. And in a country near you, Dutch finance minister admits he lied about Putin's greater Russia plot. Yep, that was 2 days ago. He claimed that he had heard Vladimir Putin saying he wanted to take over Belarus, Ukraine, Baltic states, Kazakhstan to create a greater Russia. And then he admitted that, it wasn't true. But they sent out the propaganda and people believed it. And the Dutch Prime Minister, Mark Rutte, another little piece of crap, said the lie was, quote, a big mistake, but he believes the foreign minister remains credible. Yep, to jerks like you, all slime is credible. That's what you live in. Oh, he resigned today. And again, country after country, Italy's five-star honesty campaign hit by allegations. They pledged to direct half their salaries to small businesses, and now they're finding out they stopped doing it for a lot of them. Corruption charges suggested for Israeli leader. Well, you know that, right? The Israeli police recommended on Tuesday that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu be charged with bribery, fraud, breach of trust. Huh, what a surprise. China accuses ex-official of graft. Kenyans fear return to dictatorship, crackdown on media and judges after disputed election. Yeah. Hey, ANC orders Zuma to step down and end weeks of political paralysis. They're calling to an end to his scandal hit rule. Scandal corruption. Oh, Guatemala's ex-president and former ministers held on graft claims. Bangladesh, instability feared after former prime minister jailed for corruption. Billion-dollar bribery scandal sweeps through oil industry. Front page story in the Wall Street Journal today. Morality, integrity, dignity, self-respect. No one talks about it. All gone in a country near you. Read your Trends Monthly. It's history before it happens. We're putting out information showing you the future of the dangers to avoid and the opportunities to profit by. It's tomorrow's trends today. Cash in on them. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's trends in the news.